What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Darren, man. I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I talk about fashion on this channel. Obviously, I talk about fragrances, but I also like to throw in some grooming tips as well. If you're into looking good and smelling great, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget, man, to enable notifications. Hitting that little bell icon as well, so anytime I upload a new video, you get notified. Today, guys, I'm going to talk about some highly complimented hidden gems from some lesser known fragrance brands. Like, there are some fragrances that I'm sure all you guys have probably heard about from the more mainstream, popular niche and designer brands that get compliments. But what I want to do today again is shine some light on some lesser known fragrance brands that not as many people talk about, where there are some amazing, what I would again refer to as hidden gems that have gotten some compliments. All right, guys, so I'm gonna run the intro, and when we come back, we're gonna get into it. You definitely wanna miss this list. If you wanna see what's on it, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's go.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into this video. This first fragrance is called Opulent Shaik No. 77. What a opulent fragrance this is, man. It has this beautiful apple cinnamon combination up top with some lavender and oat moss on the dry down. It definitely has fougere-like qualities and characteristics to it, although it's not really classified as a fougere. And what I love about it is on that dry down, man. You get a little bit of amber, a little bit of patchouli as well. This is an amazing fragrance that you can wear anytime, any place, anywhere. And it's very masculine and manly at the same time. So again, when I'm suited up the way that I am right now, I've gotten a few compliments wearing this fragrance. So I'm looking forward to wearing it even more. I've only worn it 3 times out and about. 2 of those times I did get compliments on this fragrance. So looking forward to wearing it some more. Again, not a fragrance brand that anybody talks about, not a fragrance that I really heard anybody else talk about, but it's an amazing, gentlemanly fragrance that obviously has gotten a few compliments. So make sure you check it out, man. This is called Opulent Shaik 77. All right, guys, the next fragrance is from a brand that I don't hear much about, obviously, but it is really good. Literally, you'll be smelling like a snack if you wear this fragrance. It's from the brand of Milano fragrance, and this is called Panettone. Panettone, and what you get with this is rum, immortelle, wheat, carrot seeds. So again, it smells like the actual dessert that it was designed to smell like. I really love the bottle. It's kind of simplistic. Love this kind of blue with the round gold cap on it. Really, really like the presentation on this fragrance as well. But this is just a very buttery, doughy, kind of bread-like fragrance with this hint of like cinnamon, nutmeg spice, which again, it's an actual dessert called panettone, and that's exactly what this fragrance smells like. You smell like a snack. Gotten some very positive responses wearing this fragrance, so check it out. And it's not a brand that a lot of people talk about, not a fragrance that a lot of people talk about, but it has gotten your boy a few compliments. So check it out from the brand of Milano fragrance. This is called Panettone. All right, guys, and speaking of compliments, I've always preached the fact that compliments is just not about the fragrance. Obviously, that's the main thing. But people are more compelled to give you a compliment when you not only you smell good, but you look good. That's what we talk about on the channel. And that's why today's sponsor, Teej Hanley, comes into play. I've been rocking with Teej for a while because, simply put, it works. This stuff works. Not only do I use it now, almost my entire family uses it. Both my son uses it, and the missus even loves the facial scrub. But it's really easy to understand, man. Non-complicated, guys, that's how we like it, man. We like things to be very simple, very easy to understand, uncomplicated, and that's what Teej Hanley is. They make it so uncomplicated, they send you this card that gives you kind of a step-by-step process to follow to make sure that you are maximizing the skincare regimen, the skincare system. It comes in a box like this, all right? And inside it, the level 1 skincare system is really simple. You get a facial wash, which you use that twice per day, in the morning time and the evening time. you want to use the facial wash, and you have 2 different moisturizers. The AM moisturizer you want to use after you wash in the morning. This is to keep your skin kind of hydrated. Of course, when you go outside, skin has to be hydrated, guys. You do yourself such a disservice if your skin is not hydrated. And then in the evening time, after you wash, you want to use the PM moisturizer, which of course keeps your skin hydrated and protected as well when you sleep at night. Sometimes some of us lay on our hands and the whole nine. Laying on a pillowcase, again, keeps your skin moisturized, hydrated, and protected as you sleep at night. And as I just talked to you guys about, one of the Mrs. favorites from this product line is the scrub. The scrub keeps the skin exfoliated. You want to use that twice per week. Dead skin cells, cleaning out your pores in the whole nine. You want to use the facial scrub twice per week. And that, simply put, guys, is the level 1 skin care system. So if you guys want to check Teach Hanley out, they're going to hook my subscribers up off your first order. You're going to get 40% off, and you're going to get a free gift. They have this very nice silicone body scrubber, and also the nail kit is back. This is a nail kit, guys, the whole nine. Keep your nails clean, all that stuff. Grooming, all that stuff is very important. So if you want to check it out, make sure you click on the link down below and get started with a skincare regimen that works. Because again, you do yourself a major disservice if you smell good, but if you don't look your best as well. So guys, check Teach Hanley out, click on the link and get started with a skincare regimen that works. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list that I want to talk about, I've talked about this fragrance before. Carolina Herrera has a kind of high-end designer line like a lot of other designer brands, and it was called a Confidential Collection. I cannot tell you how great those fragrances are from that collection, but this is a compliment machine. This one's called Sandal Ruby. Sandal Ruby. This is cinnamon, tuberose, of course, sandalwood, and patchouli. My goodness. Guys, tuberose. The tuberose here, which of course is found in a lot of female marketed fragrances, is present, but this is a creamy, the creamy sandalwood cinnamon combination kind of neutralizes the tuberose here. Oh man, this is so good. And then of course you got that really nice kind of chocolatey patchouli thing going on with this one. You just have to smell this stuff. This is a compliment machine. Trust me on that. Try this one out, guys. I wouldn't steer you astray. This is beyond good. This is called Sandal Ruby from Carolina Herrera. All right, guys, another great kind of powdery ice cream kind of sandalwood fragrance from an Italian niche brand called Simone Andreoli. This fragrance is called Mandorla del Sud. Mandorla del Sud. And what you're gonna get in this one is almond, amber, vanilla, and sugar cane. So again, just, you guys have probably all had this before in your life. The waffle cone with vanilla ice cream on top. That's exactly what this is. It smells absolutely delicious and people love it on my skin. This is a house that I think a lot more people need to get into. An Italian niche brand. The fragrances kind of remind me of fragrances from still an Italian niche brand that I really, Parfums. They have very similar, kind of have similar scent profile to, I could see this fragrance being in a part of the Parfums collection of fragrances. So Italian niche brands kind of have this thing that they do with these kind of sweet vanilla-like fragrances. But anyway, really, really good. Check it out from the brand of Simone Andreoli. This is Mandorla del Sud. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list comes from the brand of Atelier des Ors. This one is called Blue Madeleine. Blue Madeleine. There's something so addictive about this fragrance, man. What you get here is cinnamon, black tea, sandalwood, praline, and this cade oil. And the cade oil is what kind of makes it so unique and so different. So different, and I think so interesting is probably the word that I want to use, because all the other notes in it, it kind of gives slightly sweet, almost gourmand characteristics, but the cade oil gives this almost smoky, in a way, to me, almost petrol kind of nuance to the fragrance, but it's controlled. And it's just, like I said, I had a sample of this fragrance, I'll say it that way. And I got the sample, and it was one I kept coming back to. I could not stop smelling this fragrance on my skin. It's phenomenal. It is definitely a fragrance that's gonna, I would say this is a conversation starter. It starts conversations. People definitely want to know what this is the time that I've worn it. It's that kind of fragrance. Very interesting, very unique. Have never smelled anything like it. Very addictive. This is called Blue Madeleine from Atelier des Ors. All right, guys, the next fragrance, another not highly talked about fragrance brand. Obviously, that's what the list is about. From the brand of Alghabra. This fragrance is called Eye of Seven Hills. Man, this stuff is good. Eye of Seven Hills. This is saffron, whiskey, tobacco, tonka bean, and cinnamon. Gotta check it out. Some of my favorite notes in here: cinnamon, tobacco. It has, of course, that boozy accord here in here with the whiskey, some vanilla. This is so sexy, man. So sexy, and obviously other people have thought that as well. Just check it out. From the brand of Alghabra, this is one you gotta get your nose on, guys. Eye of Seven Hills. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list from the brand of Rosendo Mateu. This is number 6. This is number 6. Now, what you primarily get with this one is jasmine, sandalwood, musk, vanilla, a little bit of amber on the dry down as well. Now, I know number 5 gets a lot of conversation, which rightfully so. It's a really good fragrance, but this one is really stand out as well. Creamy, sandalwood, jasmine is primarily what you get here with a really amplified note of musk. So musk is always a very sensual note, and you get that here. And I think that's really what draws it in, especially for ladies. They love smelling the smell of jasmine. Jasmine is in a lot of female marketed fragrances, of course. So you get that creaminess of sandalwood, but you get, of course, again, that very sexy musk on the dry down. This stuff is really, really good. One that's really, really slept on, in my humble opinion. I don't think a lot of people talk about the brand of Rosendo Mateu. They talk about number 5, but not the brand itself. This is another great fragrance from that particular brand. So check it out from Rosendo Mateu. This one is number 6. All right, guys, the next fragrance up on the list is from another brand that I think needs to get more conversation in the fragrance community. From the brand of Mizensir, this fragrance is called Ambre Magique. Ambre Magique, orange blossom, rose, cardamom, and that bourbon vanilla. Amazing fragrance. Beautiful, really kind of soft amber fragrance with a beautiful creamy floral orange blossom here. This stuff is really good. It's a fragrance that's not like a huge projector, but when people have gotten around me and been close enough and kind of scent bubble, is one that definitely I've gotten some compliments on. It's a really, really sexy fragrance. Again, not really loud. This is really a good one for, I would say, like date nights and stuff like that, because people have to get a little bit closer to you to pick it up. But when they do, amazing stuff. Check it out from the brand of Mizensir, Ambre Magique. All right, guys, I have talked about this fragrance before, but it is still slept on, in my humble opinion. From the brand of Ramon Monegal, the Ibiza collection, you talk about a compliment magnet. This is called Cafe Del Mar. Do yourself a favor and pick this fragrance up. Seaweed, coffee, apple, lavender, and ambergris. So you have this juxtaposition of this like very tropical kind of fragrance. You know, the seaweed, ambergris, and then this kind of sweet, almost gourmand fragrance, because you got coffee, lavender, apple. This stuff is magical. I always say this when I talk about it, it's kind of like a bro fragrance. So when you smell it, you'll be like, yeah, this is one of those fragrances that get a lot of compliments, because it almost puts you in the mindset, although it doesn't necessarily smell like these, but like a Dylan Blue almost from Versace. But that's a fragrance that has gotten a lot of compliments from me over the years when I used to wear it a lot. It just works. It works. This has gotten me a lot of compliments, probably the most on this list, honestly. So check it out from the Ibiza collection of Ramon Monegal. I think they've actually renamed this fragrance, but it's called Cafe Del Mar. All right, guys, and last but not least, this fragrance comes from the brand of Nihilo. Ex Nihilo. I always say that wrong. Ex Nihilo. This one is called Atlas Fever. Atlas Fever. What you get here, guys, red berries, vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, and oak wood. This, oh, good, my goodness. I wore this a lot in the last couple days. Gotten multiple compliments on it. Now this brand Ex Nihilo, there's I think it's called Blue Tasman or something like that. It's a fragrance that a lot of people talk about from this brand, but I don't hear a lot about fragrances outside of that from this brand. Trust me, guys, this is a hidden gem. If you like sweeter scent profiles, again, I talked about some of the notes in here, specifically that, vanilla, tonka, and sandalwood combination in here with that nice oak wood, which is kind of a similar oak wood note to what you find in Killian's Angel's Hair. You got to put your nose in this stuff. Fantastic. Gotten multiple compliments wearing this from the brand of Ex Nihilo. This one's called Atlas Fever. But that is it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today as I gave you some complimented fragrances from some lesser known fragrance brands. What do you guys think about the list? What are some fragrances you have that are a little bit lesser known, not talked about as much, that have gotten you some compliments? Sincerely, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section. And always, guys, make sure that you continue to support the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren. I'm the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.